Hello world, it is J Bob the Video Game Slob coming at you once again on a dark and stormy night deep down below the earth for another round of What on Earth Did J Bob the Video Game Slob pick up today? As you can see, you are seeing part of a pile of games that is part of a 3 different deal pickup. So I'll run through them all. You can laugh at me. You can ridicule me. That's fine. This is another one of those days I just kind of went overboard, but let's take you along and tell you what happened. So, actually, I don't think anything here, because it's still up in this box, I'll show you later, has to do with the first deal. But the first deal of the day was to go out and pick up a Wii U. So I was meeting this guy kind of about 5 miles away from my house. And so that particular location has a GameStop I haven't been to in a long time. And they were, well, I guess we can start out with offering some free Pokemon codes. So I went ahead and they hooked me up with those. So I always like to have these little extra things. So they had those. And then at the checkout, they also had the little Nintendo Switch holiday guide at the GameStop. So I picked that stuff up. But mainly when I walked in is I had a coupon for double points because I'm a Elite Pro member off the next purchase I made, and I had a buy 2 get 1 free notification. But when I went in there, it was a buy 3 games that were $9.99 and get them for $15, so half price, and then I get my 20% off of that. So that meant every $9.99 game at GameStop was $4. So I've done this before, but I went back and did it again. And I'll just start going through some $4 games here. Crimes and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes. I think I might have this on the 360, and if it's the one I thought it was really good. There's a lot of Sherlock Holmes games out there. This game was just mentioned on Nintendo Age as being one of the games that you really want to have if you have an Xbox One, because it's, it'll be collectible or people really like it. So I picked that up. So I did pick up 2 for 1, or buy 2 get 1, that wasn't $9.99. So this is the $4.99 game I got. This is exclusive to GameStop. So I had the PS4 one already. I didn't even know there was an Xbox One version of it. But for $5, well, $4 after the thing, and then I got a game free. That was one I wanted to pick up. The Town of Light, so you've seen me pick that up before on Xbox One, but for $4, I found it on the other system. Same thing here, Tempest 4000. I had it on the Xbox One. This is like a $12 game on price charting at the time of this recording, so that was one of those, it's a double, but whatever. I'm going for the Wii U set, so I decided to spring $4 for Just Dance 4 so I could have it, just screw it, bite the bullet, because I could get a game free. So I ended up with Championship Edition Tron. I have so many Tron games, it's like a sub-collection now, and I didn't have that one on the Wii, so that's fine, that is what it is. I did not I had the old order for Wolfenstein. I loved these Wolfenstein games. I believe I've played the other one maybe on 360 or some other system, but these new Wolfenstein games are great, and so well worth the $4. I didn't have it on that system, so I'll go back and get the achievements. I have no idea what Radical G is, but it's a PlayStation VR game, and so it looked like a cool tube sliding type game, and so for $4, I figured that was a good time to buy in on that one. But then the rest sort of follow that theme of Sedesco games, so this one I'd heard great things about before, still haven't gotten to it, so, it's just nice to have them. These were new games that they opened up just to sell pre-owned, so you get the game and the soundtrack for $4, so pretty cool. Again, these have never been played. Real Farm was another one that I think, it wasn't $9.99, but this was like a $15 game or more on price charting, so I wish I could flip, but frankly, most of these only had one copy in stock. Legend of K, here you go. One I have on the Wii U, but I've heard it's a very popular game. I've not played it. So I picked that up. Industry Giant, again, another one that's cross-platform, but for the price, I wasn't going to pass it up. And The Inner World, I think, is also an Xbox One game. But again, these are just really cool, really classic games, and for $4, I think they're going to be ones that aren't really going to go down in value. So here you're going to see some really worthless junk, and so I ended up doing, let's call it an East Side deal, so sort of a sketchy deal. I think this is the coolest story of all time. So I agree to meet a guy. I'll tell you the details, actually. So it was a red Wii, and it came with some GameCube games, really Double Dash loose, and the Mario Baseball on the GameCube loose, and some other junk. But mainly the red Wii in those games is what I'm after. And so the guy says, I'll meet you. I'll be in a 4-door silver Ford Focus. Okay, cool. What time do you want to meet? I said 4:15 in the afternoon. So I go to this gas station, because gas stations are, well lit. There's a lot of people going in and out, and they have cameras. So I go to meet the person there, because it's convenient, both of our locations, at 4:15, very specific and weird time. A 4-door Ford Focus pulls up next to me. A guy jumps out. I get out of my car, and he goes, "Does it work?" And I said, "I'm buying it from you. What do you mean, does it work?" And he goes, "The iPhone." He's like, "You have it with you. It works." I said, "I think we're meeting two different people." So it turns out my guy was about 3 minutes late, so he showed up a little bit later. But how weird is it that two people in the exact same make and model of car showed up at the exact same time, or roughly same time, to do a purchase at sort of I wouldn't say it's a very high profile gas station, but so sort of very weird. So anyway, I ended up spending $45 for that. I sold the junk off for $50. Ended up spending $4.79 to have some beer for the night. So probably not a great investment. But my rake was this crappy controller condom. Oddly enough, you'll see in the other pickup, I didn't have a pink wand controller, so I ended up keeping that. Rock candy, I like the rock candies on the 360, but I have no affinity for them on the Wii, although I do have a red one, so now I have red and blue, like that matters, and a third-party wheel, so total crap. So I probably really made $5 in cash, and I don't know, let's say $8 in merchandise off of that deal. But the deal that started the day off, which again I don't have all of, was this Wii U deal for $75. So I've already sold off the Wii U for $50. So I have $25 into what you're seeing here, and this is dark and you can't see it too well. But here's that wand controller. So actually it's a wand plus technically. So I have a white, a black, and now a pink wand. So I've got the rainbow going on there. So I guess there's something to be said. The person surprised me and said, "Oh, here's a Skylanders portal." Oh, whoop-de-doo. So add it to the pile, because God knows how many freaking Skylanders I have. Why would I do the deal? Well, I needed Skylanders Swap Force, just the loose disc. Well, not loose, but you know what I mean. Not sealed or anything. So I've got that. So check one off the Wii U list. This ended up being the Amiibo exclusive. So you can see not all games have the Amiibo, I shouldn't say exclusive, but enhanced gameplay. So I didn't have this version. This is actually my third version of Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. That's really the only thing different, except for you can see this model number down here. So I'm a huge variant collector, and since I'm kind of going for the Wii U set, 40-some games short at the end of this video now, I always pick them up. So that's like my third version of that one. So what did I get out of this? Let's get this giant box out of here. It's blocking the light that I'm going to sell. I currently have these on eBay for, I think, $110 or something like that. I also have them on some local sites. Worst comes to worst, I'll just go ahead and bite the bullet and sell it to the local store. I think I can get $25 out of it. But he was complaining Wii U is just not selling anymore. And so he really didn't want to take on this inventory. And so that's fine with me. I said I'll try to sell it on eBay. That's not a big deal. So Pac-Man, I don't know if there is a non-poster edition of this, but I already had the poster edition. This one has the poster in it, which I already had as well. But very cool, very complete. I love the foil on the Sonic Lost World, but already had it. This is a tougher game to find. It actually commands a decent little price. But Sonic Boom, Splatoon, Amiibo Enhanced, but already had it. Had that one for a long time. I originally paid $10 for my copy, so I keep getting cheaper and cheaper copies of that, which is maybe telling. Super Mario Maker, I don't know if they all came from the bigger box with that not for resale, but I haven't come across another variant yet, so that's the only one I have there. I already have 2 versions of Super Smash for the Wii U, so this was not a new variant for me, so it goes into the pile. This was the only copy of any of these games that my local game store did not have, but it was hard to just split that out from the rest and try to keep it for a lot. And then here's another one that I have 2 different versions of, but this was not a new one, and so I'll keep that. But this is the better one because it does have the Luigi Bros. This is like a $20 game on its own. So all in all, I'm well over 11 minutes, but it was a 3 pickup day. Just some pure crap going into my collection, and the rest really all going for sale. So hopefully I'll make a couple dollars out of all this at the end of it. But thanks for coming along for the ride, YouTube. Hopefully you guys were able to check out GameStop's 3 for $15 sale. Let me know what you're picking up for the PS4 and the Xbox One that's cheap, because I'd love to know. But peace out. We'll talk to you later.